Are we on? Okay. Welcome to Success Talk with Noma. Today I am with Thobekile Ncube.
Yes.
Thobekile Ncube is an international trainer.
Yeah.
She was one of our presenters at our event, at the event in April 2021. And she presented via Zoom on success. And because we had connectivity problems, some of we couldn't ask her questions afterwards. So today is our day to ask her questions. So Thobekile, welcome to Success Talk with Noma.
Thank you, Noma. Thank you.
Okay, so today we're discussing finding your purpose and success. That's what Thobekile was presenting on. So Thobekile, okay, let me not say what is purpose. Why is it important for people to find their purpose?
That's a good question. I think until you find your purpose, your life can tend to feel meaningless. You are not really sure what am I here for. There isn't a strong sense of accomplishment. So that's the first reason why I think it's important to discover your purpose. But also, God gave it to you for a reason, because He wants you to accomplish those things that He has purposed you to accomplish. So it becomes critical because a lot hinges on you accomplishing your purpose, because when we all come together and accomplish our purposes, then God's kingdom is built, things get done. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does make sense. It does make sense. Okay, so Thobekile, what waits people who die without finding their purpose? What awaits them on the other side? I'm asking what you think, because I haven't been to the other side.
I haven't been to the other side.
What do you think awaits people who haven't found their purpose on the other side? Like God sent you to come and do something, and then you live here, like, let's say 95 years. Then you get there, they ask you, you were sent to come and do this, and you're like, okay.
So I think on the other side, obviously because there's no sadness there, but I think there is a deep sense of just a realization of what could have been, when you see who you could have become, what you could have achieved, the changes in people's lives you could have effected, the way the world could have been so much different. I think when you get to the other side, I think you get to see who you could have been fully been, but you weren't, because you never got to find out. So I think there's a lot of, dang, is that what I could have become?
Okay, so what can you say to a woman out there who has not found their purpose, who feels they have not found their purpose?
Find it.
How do you find how do you find your purpose?
That was a trick question. So I would say to that woman out there, find your purpose. It is critical that you find it. How do you find it? I think when God releases us into this realm, he writes it in your DNA, in who you are. Your purpose is written there, and you start to manifest it even before you realize it. So you start to do the things that you were called to do. You just do them. You will find yourself drawn to certain things, and you do them and you enjoy them.
Okay.
You will find people inviting you to do things, and you do those things and you enjoy them. You do those things, it's effortless. You do those things and there's impact.
Okay.
Because someone else can do the same thing, but the impact is different if they are just doing it just in jail. But you do it and you are walking in your purpose, the impact is so much bigger. So just looking at the things you're drawn to, things where when you do them, the result is almost supernatural, helps you can help you start to work out what your purpose is. You can look at the things when you see that thing happening, you are so angry, you are frustrated, you want to shake people with the wena. You know, there's something in you that makes you want to see that thing change. And then 9 out of 10 times you'll find you're the only one who's angry about it. Everyone else around you is like, do you know what I mean? So that can be an indicator of your purpose. Things that frustrate you, where you are desperate to see a change, or you are shouting at people, can you change this? And so that's one way of identifying perhaps that's my passion, perhaps that's my purpose. And then another way of discovering your purpose, if we pay attention to the words that people speak over us, negative or positive, can be an indicator of purpose. When the words are positive, it's good. You stand on it because people are calling it forth. They're calling forth your purpose. When sometimes the words can be negative, and the negative words can actually be your purpose being stifled. So someone is operating from the dark side, whether intentionally or not. They're operating from the dark side, and they are speaking things over you to try and stop your purpose. When you pay attention to those words, flip them. What negative word was said over me, flip it over. And the positive can be an indicator of purpose. Again, I'm saying these are indicators because when you then put them together, you can start to see a pattern. The other indicator, depending on your spiritual persuasion, God speaks. He speaks to you, or someone is praying over you and they give you a word and say, I feel God has called you to this, or I see you doing this. It can be that easy. Or sometimes if you haven't had people, say things like that to you, pay attention when people are praying for you. What are they praying? Sometimes when people are in prayer, even though they don't think they are prophets, they start to speak your destiny. They start to speak things over you when they are praying. So that's also another way. The less aggressive people can also try and work out their purpose. The things that when you're doing them, or when you attempt to do them, when you see fruit, a lot of fruit, supernatural fruit, and you have peace. Those are the less aggressive one, not angry about something, they want to change it. They have peace about something, like you just know. So I think those are some of the ways you can use to identify your purpose.
Okay. So actually, I like what you said when you said what frustrates you. It's like me, I'm in the middle of discovering my purpose. Probably will. It's a learning thing as well. What frustrates you? I always get so frustrated. People around me know that. I get frustrated when people are speaking.
I know that.
Negativity over themselves. People are talking down about themselves, that they can't be anything. Even when someone says I'm sick, I can't stand it. I'll say, why are you saying you're sick? What does the Bible say? So it frustrates me. It frustrates me. So that's probably one of the ways that I found that, maybe that's my purpose.
Lifting people up. So when they say something negative about themselves, you're like, why are you pulling yourself down? You're supposed to be coming up. Yes.
Yeah. Well, so I'm a success coach, by the way, those who don't know. I am a success coach. I suspect I have a gift of exhortation and teaching.
Yes.
Yeah. So now let's go to gifts, talents and skills. You spoke in your presentation, you spoke about gifts, talents and skills. Tell us the difference between gifts, talents and skills.
Okay, so I'll start with talents. Talents are something that you are able to do with minimal effort. You are just able to do it. They tend to be passed down from generation to generation. So you find when you have a talent in an area, someone in your you look at your parents, grandparents, someone
Mm-hmm.
has that particular talent as well. It comes easy to you.
Mm-hmm.
A talent is, you can actually, it's for you, it's for your benefit. And you can make money out of it. So that's a talent. Skills are acquired. Skills, in short, is your talent plus effort equals skill. Talent plus effort equals skill. You can have effort without talent and also get a skill. So skill is something that you learn. You go to school, someone coaches you, someone trains you, and you are now able to do it. And a skill is something that you also use to generate income, to make money and whatever. So skill is learned. It's acquired. No one is born with a skill.
Okay.
You're born with a talent, which with effort you can convert into a skill.
Okay.
So skill is 100% effort.
Powerful.
Skill can also be talent plus effort. And then you are now proficient at it, you are good at it. Yeah. And then gifts are given to you for others. If you look at it, a gift is something that's received. So a gift is something that God gives you, and its purpose is for you to give it to others, and it's received by others as a gift. And gifts will be around, gifts will be things that you use to solve problems. Gifts are, they work hand in hand with your purpose. I mean, all of them work hand in hand with your purpose, but a gift is spiritual. It is given to you by God. It is for the purposes of serving others. And it is also, it can be used to solve problems. There are some who will, for example, say that, what's his name? The Apple guy.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs solved a problem for the world. And it was a gift because it solved the problem, for example. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
It does. I wish I had a pen.
Okay, so examples of gifts you said in your presentation, they are teaching, exhortation, encouragement, giving, leadership, wisdom, hospitality, and mercy. Those are gifts. And then talents. In your presentation, you said it is singing, writing, athletics, drawing, dancing, fashion design, cooking, hairdressing, cleaning. And then you said skills are computer skills, problem solving skills, communication skills, leadership skills, marketing skills, video production skills. Okay, so it kind of makes sense to me now. I was confused about gifts and talents. I always say Madam Boss is gifted, but she's not gifted. She's using her. She's talented. Peter Ndlovu was talented.
Yes.
Because it's football. Sandra Ndebele singing. Talented.
Talent where they put effort and became skilled, but they are talented because for them it's easier to. So for Peter Ndlovu was talented in playing football because he applied minimal effort. Although he put effort, he had his talent, and then he put effort, and it became a skill. But playing football was easier for Peter Ndlovu than it was for
me.
There's Kapenya.
Exactly. Because I don't know about players, Highlanders. Yes.
Okay, so now, all right, so those are talents. Very clear. And then let's go to gifts. So teaching, exhortation, giving. So let's go to teaching and exhortation because that's the gift that I claim I have.
It's not a claim.
Okay. Okay, so this is my gift. I know it's my gift. I have started using it by becoming a success coach. And I know there are other people like me as well. You start using your gift and then you start facing opposition from people very close to you who try to stop you from using your gift. How do you deal with those people? First, how do you deal with people who try to stop you from using your gift? Now let's just say, let me give an example since I'm talking about me. Let me give an example of my brother Tommy. My brother Tommy attempts to stop me from using my gift. Like tells me, stop lying to people. Stop it with your gift, rich big schemes. And then when my sister Nomsa as well, when I coach and I say to mom, don't say you're sick, say you're healed. Like what the Bible says, she says, shut up, stop bothering mother. But but that's my gift. And like you say, that my gift is for others. It's actually not much for me, but for others, so that they become better. So how then do you stop those Peggy calls them dream killers. The camera person calls them dream killers, destiny snatchers,
Destiny stealers.
destiny stealers. How do you stop? How do you manage
Those people. I read a book a while back by Ted Dekker called The 3 Circles. And in that book, the author said it was sort of like a story of Jesus and the church, but made like into a novel. And the leader of the group, when he was commissioning his people, he then said to one of the guys,
Go on.
Sorry. So the leader said to one of the guys, just before he left, he was done, teaching them, showing them how to do things. He then said to Thomas, I have a lot riding on you. And then he left. So when haters come, or the dream stealers or whoever, you as a person must understand and know what God has a lot riding on you, manifesting that gift and walking in that purpose. He has a lot riding on you. There's things about earth that needs to be done and can only be done by you. So if you don't do them, God is waiting on you to do them so that his kingdom can come and things can become better for everyone. He needs you to do it. So there's the understanding that the kingdom of God has a lot riding on you, working in your purpose, manifesting that gift. People have a lot riding on you. There's someone who is stuck in the space that they are stuck in because they need you to come and say what you need to say, so that they break out from poverty, they start to work in their purpose, they become fully who they are. So there's that understanding. It's critical. And you need to get yourself into a space where you are so convinced, because sometimes people can shake you out of your dream. They can discourage you, and you will be discouraged if you are not certain, if you doubt. So you need to put in the effort, the time in understanding what this is fundamentally critical and important. I need to do this because it's important. I'm not doing this for entertainment. It's important. It's a life-changing, it's a life and death issue for someone. I know it's sounding a bit dramatic, but it actually is. So that understanding, and then this being certain, and then the other issue is that people are free to do and say what they want, because you can't stop them. You can't stop Tommy from telling you to shut up. You can't stop him, but you have 100% control over how you respond to him. And your response to him needs to come from a place of understanding that this thing I'm saying here is fundamental, it is critical, it is important, it is a life and death issue for someone. It is a life-changing issue for someone. And most importantly, your God has a lot riding on you. manifesting that gift, walking in your purpose.
Mm.
Because he delegated earth to us. Would be fruitful, multiply, have dominion. So it's your job. You need to. So the detractors, we pray for them. We understand that they've got their own issues going on. But you cannot say when you get to the other side. And we started with the other side. You cannot. You cannot get to the other side and say, God, Tommy said I must shut up with my get rich quick schemes. You can't. And I mean, you can, because
well, I can't. I shouldn't.
Yes, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't. Okay.
Yes, you could, but you will see. You will be sad when you see what
Tommy
you could
didn't
have
have power over me. He didn't have power over me.
No, and those people, people have as much power over you as you
allow
give them.
Okay. All right. So now let me just say, my situation is just brother Tommy. But now there are people who are like me. My brother Tommy, I can block him.
Yes.
Yeah, my sister Violet, I can avoid her. But what about someone when the destiny's nature is a husband?
Is your husband?
Yeah. How do you deal with that? Because you are together in the house, like maybe 12/7, maybe 24/7 during lockdown, and 12/7 during other times.
And he doesn't want you to walk in your purpose. He doesn't want you to.
Like it does the same thing that, let's say, what my brother does to me, to shut up. When you try to tell the children, you must speak positive, and no.
You shut up. So there's two things. There's two things there. And there's three things. First thing is that if your spouse is stopping you, it says, I do not want you to do A, B, C, D. For example, maybe he doesn't want you to use your talents. He doesn't want you to use your skills to generate income or to have some sort of independence. It is illegal.
Okay.
It is against the law of Zimbabwe for your spouse to prevent you from working, to prevent you from earning an income, to prevent you from using your skills. It is a crime under the Domestic Violence Act.
Okay, so I bet a lot of ladies didn't know that, eh?
Yes, it is against the law. He cannot. It is economic abuse.
Okay.
So if it's linked to you earning an income and he stops you, it is economic abuse. It's illegal. It's not allowed. Or if you are a man and your wife is stopping you, she's not allowed.
Okay.
So it applies to both. You're not allowed to stop someone from going to work.
Yeah, okay, so
you can have
so
them
ladies,
arrested.
maybe if you okay.
Yes, so that's the first thing, that it's illegal. Second thing is that if you are married to someone and they don't want you to work, they don't want you to use your gifts, your talents, or whatever, I think the issue is less about how do you stop them from stopping you. It's more, how do you get empowered to be able to negotiate in your marriage so that you can manifest your gifts, your talents.
Okay.
Because 9 out of 10 times when your spouse is able to stop you from doing something, it is usually because you don't believe in yourself enough.
Okay.
You are not empowered enough to be able to say to him. So it's not saying no, Futek, go away, because you're not wanting to fight in your marriage. You want to stay married to your spouse. But it's developing negotiation skills where you bring yourself to a point where you know you're worth it. You know you can. And you also understand that this thing that I have been given by God to do, I cannot stand before him and say I didn't do it because my husband said. You bring yourself to that point where also we see how critical it is for you to manifest your gifts, your talents, to walk in your purpose. Get that before you start fighting with your husband, take yourself on a journey where you get to a point of understanding
Okay.
that you must accomplish what God put you on earth for. You must accomplish it. It's critical. Because no one else is going to be able to accomplish it like you, because God gave you that assignment. He didn't give it to anyone else. So as a woman, go whether it's your closet, prayer closet, or wherever. Get there. You might also want to grow in confidence in yourself. I won't say that. Grow in confidence in yourself. Read books on negotiation skills where you learn to negotiate. But also, I found a lot of women, when we get married, we give away our power.
Yeah.
We give away our power because we were told, oh, we really want this marriage to work so much. You give away your power to your husband when he actually didn't ask you to.
Okay.
You were empowered when you met.
You just giving him as a gift.
Yes, then you decided that it's now my job to make him feel powerful, so I'm going to give away my power. No, he is powerful because God made him. It's not your job to give away your power to make him feel powerful. God made him powerful just like he made you powerful. So I think the journey with women is that when you have given away your power, go start the journey of taking it back, because it was never right for you to do that to your husband in the first place. Why did you want to turn him into God? Anyway, I'm digressing. So I was going to say, if you gave 9 out of 10 times, you're likely to have given away your power when you got married. So start to take it back.
Okay.
Little by little.
Little by little. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's go to passion. Where does passion come in? There's gifts, there's skills, there's talents. So where does passion come in? Because I hear a lot of people saying, I am passionate about this. I am passionate about this. Where does passion come in? And how important is passion?
Do you know, I don't know. For me, I think passion is the culmination of gifts, talents, and skills coming together. And all of that coming together, passion is in there, I guess. And passion is the thing that propels you when you are using your talent. I actually don't know if I'm as clear on that.
Okay, so does passion come when you have a skill? Like when you have a talent in football, isn't it automatic then that you'll be passionate about football because you have the talent?
Yes.
If you are gifted in singing, you will then be passionate about it because you've got the talent.
Yes.
I'm gifted in teaching and exhortation.
The passion follows.
Then I'm passionate about it as well because I just feel like doing it to everyone.
Yeah, so maybe where gifts and talents have come together and you're working in them, passion can be viewed as the fuel, because it's throughout. When you are manifesting your gift, your passion
then
so
comes
maybe
out.
Yes, so maybe exhortation. You manifest your gift of exhortation. You're exhorting someone. Your passion to see people walk into the fullness of who they are, or becoming successful,
becoming the best version of themselves.
Is manifesting through that.
Okay, what about, I've seen passion lacking in professional people, like people who are skilled. Like someone would be a doctor and a lawyer, but you see that the passion is not there at all. How does that happen?
So for me, it would be when I see a doctor who's not passionate, I would say that that is 100% skill. There's no calling, there's no spiritual gift, not talent. They went to school and they learned how to. So that's why passion won't be there. That's why they won't necessarily feel under pressure to put in extra hours as another doctor who is called to be in medicine. So I think being ability to do something does not result in passion.
Okay, so but passion then is something that is natural. It's just waiting for you to do something that you're supposed to
and
do.
then it propels you and taps, and you kind of tap into it as you walk in your purpose. It's we probably need to both research that a little more.
Yeah. Okay. So I see. I get the picture of this passionate person that I know. My doctor, my alternative medicine doctor, Dr. Tuza. She is passionate about healing. She's an alternative healing practitioner. She never went to any med school, but she's passionate about healing using herbs and diet and everything. I see her passion all the time, because even when she's working, if you ask her a question in connection with healing, she will respond to you like right away.
Yes.
And very detailed as well. But then I know another doctor who, when you ask,
nameless.
Yeah, you ask, so what do I do with this? But that's a medical doctor who spent like 7 years in university. In university. You ask them, how do I treat this? Then they respond, I have to research, I'll come back to you, and they never do.
Yeah.
So I see passion.
So I think
Passion plays a role.
Passion plays, if you are called to do something. Medicine is a skill. No one is born knowing how to treat people. You get skilled in it. But it can happen that maybe there's the gift of healing that you also operate in. And then you go and become a doctor. They will be passion, because healing is your primary gifting, and you have learned the skill of being a doctor.
Okay. So now you've explained it now, international trainer talks.
So you've learned the skill of being a doctor. That is why they will be Dr. A, who, when you call them, let's say they both went to the UZ, one is skilled. They are both skilled, but there's one where there is
in addition, they are operating in the gift of healing,
and they are also a doctor. They might actually also be operating in the gift of mercy. But what the difference will be, that when you contact Dr. A, who is gifted and is supposed to be in that field, when you call them at midnight and you say, this is my issue, they will say, right, take 3 paracetamols and then drink warm water, and I will check up on you in the morning. That's Dr. A, where they are working in their purpose. Dr. B is at a job, and you call them not even at midnight, at 7, and they've knocked off. Dr. B will not answer their call, your call, firstly. Secondly, if they do, they will say, I'm off duty, can you contact me tomorrow at 8?
Okay, so now it's important for you, for whatever you're doing, make sure it's your calling, right?
If it's your calling, if you take your talents, you take your giftings, and you put them all together, and that is how you walk in those in your purpose. As they say, you are not going to have to work a day in your life, because it brings you. Then this is a nice thing about God, that you will be walking in your purpose, but you actually enjoy it, you love it, it gives you life, it doesn't deplete you. But if you go and get a skill so that you can earn money, you are going to work every day until you die. Well, okay, you might retire and start pursuing your passions, but it means that you are having to work. But if your talent, if you take your talent and turn it into a skill,
you never
don't have to work a day.
You never work, then you never retire. Because looking at looking at me, maybe my gift of exhortation and teaching, I'll never stop coaching people. I'm sure even when I'm old and
Yes.
grey. I'll still be saying to me, do not say negative things.
Mhm.
You can. Age is not a number. You can win that Olympics at 95.
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
never give up, but you know, I've been
Yes.
like coaching her since she was like 12, but she hasn't listened. But because it's my gift, I enjoy it. I don't give up.
And it just when it's talents and gifts operating, you don't say, right, I'm now about to exhort someone. Sometimes you do, but it just flows out of you. You just you just do,
flow.
and you can walk away from an encounter with someone and they'll be like, you know what, I'm feeling so encouraged. You don't know that you said or did anything. You'll be like, no, I spent time with so and so. Move on with life. But they walk out of there feeling encouraged and pushed to want to do more.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
It does, actually, it does. Because
Very
now I'm
much.
even looking at my dog, Tuza. She's like my cousin sister. Before she got into this healing thing, into her purpose, we didn't have much to say to each other. But then when I heard that she's into that, and every time we are talking, that is what we are talking about. And we have a lot to say to each other, because I'll be asking her about her passion.
And she doesn't mind talking about it
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah.
Because it's not work.
So anyway, I think we've taken too much of your time, ladies, today, but you had to learn. The purpose thing is very important. It is very important.
Yes.
It is very important. So we say, I think I'll just say to Thobekile, anything that I haven't asked you that you feel is important, or the ladies to hear. These ladies on a road to success. What can you say to them?
I think I would say it is critical that you find your purpose in walking it, because the world has a lot riding on you. The world needs you to find your purpose, walk in it, so that it becomes a better place.
Okay. That's it.
Oh no, I was also going to say there is a problem, an issue, a way of doing things that only you can solve, that only you can do, and no one else is going to do it. So if you don't, it will mean, like she said at the beginning, when you get to the other side, you are looking at all you could have done,
Yeah.
all you could have accomplished, all you could have achieved, who you could have become. You look and you'll be sad. Well, in a way that you can only be sad in heaven. But yeah, it'll be sad to get to the other side and see all you could have been, but you weren't, because you were allowing haters and dream catchers, dream killers, haters, destiny stealers, all of that. And it won't be good enough to say so and so stopped me.
Yeah.
It just won't be good enough.
Okay. So you'll find Guti, that so and so who you claim stopped you, they'll show you how small that person is, and they actually fulfilled their own purpose, and then you didn't. So what are you going to say? Anyway, thank you very much, Thobekile Ncube, for joining us. Thobekile is coming from Harare. We thank you that she was locked down in Bulawayo for the whole of July. So we've been trying to get an interview with her, because she's always busy. She's very busy. So this has been a very lucky day for us to get Thobekile live and kicking. Kick. Show her foot. Kick. She's kicking. Yeah. So thank you very much, Thobekile. Thobekile is an international trainer, as you heard. She knows her stuff. Her stuff. So thank you very much. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, Success Talk with Norma TV, and follow me on Instagram as well, Success Talk with Norma. Goodbye and God bless.